Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Retirement SOS. I'm Ernie. I know most of you who are currently in the workforce are looking forward to a good retirement. But if you're getting closer to the big day, it may be causing you some internal anxiety. And you're probably looking for just a little bit of validation to justify your retirement. But don't worry. I'm not about to waste your time by giving you the top 179 reasons why retirement is good for you. And actually, there is only one real motive to exit the workforce, and it will take precedence above any other factor. So let's get right into it. The number one reason by far to leave the workforce and enter into retirement is to reduce your level of stress. And too much stress is hazardous for all, but as you age, it gets even worse. And it's not something that you'll notice overnight. It just gradually builds up over time. So the sooner you eliminate that nasty 6-letter word from your life, the better you're going to feel. And no one wants to be struck down with a stroke or heart attack shortly after they retire. But let's never forget, the foundation of a good retirement is everyday health. So I have a handful of friends who are continuing to work while they're in their late 60s. When I do meet up with them, the conversation usually gets around to how much stress they're feeling in their lives. And then they ask me, well, how am I enjoying my retirement? And I reply back to them, well, I just love it. The funny part is, I don't think they really believe me. None of them have said it to my face, but I'm guessing they're equating retirement to the old stereotypes of boredom and laziness. And nothing is further from the truth. However, an occasional short afternoon nap is quite nice. So let's just keep that to ourselves. I want to demonstrate a real-life scenario about what stress can do to you. I know of a man who was in an extremely high-demanding job working very long hours. He was supposed to retire at age 61, but chose not to. Then he was supposed to retire at age 62, and once again he chose not to. And at age 63, he did the same thing, chose not to retire. But suddenly, at age 64, he did admit he wasn't feeling all that great. But once again, he chose to keep working. Well, at age 65, he was forced to retire because he had the onset of dementia. And the straw that broke the camel's back is when he kept getting lost driving home. His work career ended abruptly, and unfortunately, his life tanked. So 3 years later, he now has 24-hour home care. His family loves him, but unfortunately his grandchildren will never know the wonderful, kind, and smart man he once was. And I realize there were probably other contributing factors that led to his dementia. But you have to wonder, how would he be today if he had retired at age 61 as planned and gotten rid of all that stress at that time? Allow me one caveat, because I don't want to portray any false pretenses, because there are stresses in retirement. In fact, the number one anxiety associated with retirement is financial. The concerns typically are twofold. Are you going to be able to outlive your money? And will your savings provide you with a decent standard of living? The good part is, in retirement, the stress levels are greatly reduced. So for example, when you're working, your stress levels are usually a 7, 8, or 9. But when you're retired, your stress levels drop, and they're usually about a 2 or 3, which is what you want. So here's wishing you all a minimal of stress and good health in your future. Ironically, talking about stress has really stressed me out. Beth, do we have any Kit Kat in the house? So until next time, bye for now.